Here I am with another update, and this video is gonna contain the same elements as it did in the previous, for example, video. First of all, I'm gonna talk about my progress, about what I've been doing in terms of learning the language. Then I will talk about my plans, what I want to do, what I want to incorporate in my routine. Then I will insert some observations of mine regarding the language, regarding Spanish, because I've been noticing some stuff, some linguistic stuff, and I want to talk about it. And at the end of the video, as usual, I'm gonna check in. I'm going to just speak in Spanish a little bit. And just for my future reference, just to track my progress. Probably I will talk about something simple, for example, family or apartment, and then I will talk about my plans for tonight. As for my progress, actually I've been noticing that I've understood more and more and more. I've started to understand more and more in videos that I'm watching. Right now I'm really focused on that channel by Mila.
Y bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de este podcast con Mila. En el episodio de hoy quiero hablar del futuro de este canal. ¿Cuáles son los planes? ¿Qué ideas tengo para este canal?
I find it, I don't know why, but so comforting, so enjoyable. It is so cozy, and I've been watching her videos predominantly. And I think that at first I tried to kind of talk myself out of it. I mean, out of this idea that I'm making progress, because I started convincing myself that, well, you understand everything in this video because this video is super simple. But now I'm aware that some videos, they are aimed at intermediate level students, for example, and still, for me, everything is understandable. Of course, Mila, she speaks really slowly, but first of all, I speed her videos up, and her speech sounds more or less natural. Of course, probably she enunciates everything, but still. And I realized that I've just picked up a lot of vocabulary just by watching videos, and this is it, which is really cool actually, because I feel like I can listen to at least her. Yeah, I'm focused on her pronunciation, on her way of speaking. I can listen to her and I can actually understand what is being said, like 90% of the content of her story. I can enjoy it, I can understand her emotions, which is really inspiring in a way. And yeah, she's kind of turned into my, comfort content, my go-to content. If I want to just consume some Spanish, like I just start her videos and that's it. Then I also wanted to start a notebook, and like I mentioned, this notebook on rings so that I can write down some vocabulary in this notebook. And I actually did this, but I don't know, it's just some vocabulary for the main topics, like the core topics. For example, furniture, los muebles, la comida, food, las bebidas, drinks, beverages, something else, la casa, like the names of rooms, for example, la ropa, clothes, la familia, el tiempo, the weather. And yeah, this is it. But to be honest, when I just asked DeepSeek about it. I asked him to give me some core vocabulary for these. First of all, some core topics, and then some core vocabulary, some elements. But I asked him not to overwhelm me so much. And I just copied these words. I added some other words that I knew, and I found myself being bored doing this because they weren't challenging all these words. I kind of knew everything. I know everything right now from this list, like abuelo, abuela, sofá, sillón, silla, etc. So I know all that stuff. So it wasn't really necessary, I guess, to do it. But from time to time, if I get rusty, I can just open this notebook and I can leaf through the pages and maybe just refresh it in my memory. Then I was thinking about that content creation. I was thinking about transferring the materials from the student's book, that I mentioned many times already, to the platform, to the interactive platform ProgressMe. And I'm doing this, I'm in the process, but to be honest, it takes a lot of time, but I find it pretty useful because when I'm doing this, I'm really focused on the elements that I'm working with. I have to think about the task. I have to think about like how to actually format this task, how to transfer it to the platform, what kind of, like I have to think about a lot of things, about the instructions, about the format, about the elements themselves. So I have to kind of know what I'm doing, what I'm reading, and hopefully while doing this, the words that I see, they are also kind of they sink in, I hope, in my brain. I also found an interesting way to practice speaking. It's nothing new, but it's really effective actually. So whenever I feel like speaking Spanish, of course I talk to myself, and while doing it I just open Google Translate, and if I struggle with some phrase, some word, I don't know some word, I just Google it, I just type it in the Google Translate, and I have a ready to use phrase. I don't know if it sticks, but at least I pronounce these words, these phrases out loud, and hopefully it will also help them stick, in my memory. And it's really nice because I just speak, and even if I struggle, because right now for me it's really hard to paraphrase. I can't paraphrase because my vocabulary is too limited, and that's why it's really critical for me to have something at hand, at my disposal, to have some kind of dictionary, or in this case the translator. Even if it's not very precise, I think at this point, at this stage, it will do for me, for a beginner. I've also noticed that I'm still shying away from grammar, from acquiring grammar. I don't know, I'm kind of self-sabotaging myself. I'm really against it. I don't want to start actually learning everything, actually memorizing all those forms by heart. I don't know why. It seems really overwhelming for me, even though when I'm teaching my students, I encourage them to learn this stuff, to know theory. But for me, I don't know, I really don't want this right now. I've been noticing that I've actually been picking up some forms, and I've been just memorizing some of them just through exposure. So I'm exposed to the content, to that Spanish channel. I constantly listen to something, and that's why I know that if I hear this word, for example, if I remember it correctly, like sabía, podía, I know that it's the first form, the first face, the first person. It's the first person, and it's in the past. So and at least I can understand the context. So for now, I think I will settle for this, even though I know that it's not enough. I actually have to memorize the basic stuff, at least, like the basic past tense, the basic present tenses. I know I have to do it, but for now I just I have kind of settled for being exposed to the content, for listening to the content, and yeah, for just listening basically. As for my plans, I'm thinking about starting to speak Spanish in my videos, even though I know it's going to be super complicated and I have to be prepared for this beforehand, because sometimes I kind of struggle to string words together, even in English, no, even in Russian, like my mother tongue, let alone English and let alone Spanish. Like it can be really challenging. So I will have to curate it. I will have to prepare some kind of speech before actual recording. But I think it will be a great boost for me. I will learn more, and I will be encouraged to to learn more vocabulary, to practice, to rehearse more, and of course it all leads to better skills, for sure. Now I want to talk about something that I have noticed recently. Actually, I have been noticing for some time. Some differences between English and Russian sounds compared to Spanish sounds. So first of all, I think the first thing that I noticed is the sound ch. So in English it sounds like ch, chair, chair, chair. It's more or less soft. The Russian sound goes like this, ch, ch, ch. So pretty similar, yeah. Чистота, чистота, for example. And the Spanish sound, even though nobody has ever told me about this, but I've just noticed it, through listening to Spanish, it sounds so weird for some reason. It sounds almost like ts, ch, 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 tico, la coche. It's really it's so vibrant, not even vibrant, but it's high-pitched, so to speak, if I can say it about consonants. Ch, 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 tico, tico, coche, coche, coche. I can't imitate it so far, but that's a thing that I noticed. Also, as for the content that I have been consuming by Mila, she is Argentinian, and by now I know some differences between Argentinian Spanish and like Spanish from Spain. And the most prominent feature is the sound sh instead of y. For example, we have the double L combination. We have combinations with Y letter. I mean Y in English. Like YE or YU. They tend to be pronounced as Y in Spanish. But in Argentinian Spanish, it is pronounced like sh. And for me, at first, it was really unusual and something to get used to, definitely. Because it sounds so different. I mean, cae and cache. Sia and sisha. If you hear sisha for the first time, you kind of get taken aback for a moment because it sounds weird. Now, of course, I'm used to it, but sometimes still it takes me like a second or two to realize, to understand what written form this particular word has. And then I realize, probably it's a Y and E here. Like, for example, not desayuno, but desayuno. Or not botella, but botella. So it was a learning curve for sure. It was something to get used to. But to be honest, I really like the way she speaks, and I'm even thinking about adopting this kind of pronunciation, leaning towards Argentinian Spanish, because I know that people, they give this piece of advice, if you start learning Spanish, pick one dialect, or I'm not sure if it's called a dialect, pick one and just lean towards it. The way we choose the dominant accent in English, yeah, somebody leans towards American English, somebody leans towards British English, etc. And here the same, but I'm not sure yet, to be honest. because it's still kind of alien to me. It sounds a bit alien to me, this sh sound. And also, I've noticed, I don't know if it's the Argentinian thing or if it's the universal thing, but I've noticed that they pronounce the sound s in a really strange way. I mean, it's not the normal s like we have in English, for example, or s like s English, s Russian. Not like this. It's almost like non-existent. You know, it's so soft. It's so you can barely understand that it is s. It goes like sh, 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 or I don't know. I don't even know how to imitate it so far. Don't know how to imitate it yet. But hopefully I will get there because I would like to sound like not like a native, of course, but I don't want to have this either English accent or Russian accent, which is more likely yet for me to have. Okay, and now just a bit of check-in. Now I'm gonna speak Spanish a little bit, and yeah, it's gonna be my stamp. It's gonna be my point for reference, like in the future. Empezamos. Empezamos, sí. Quiero hablar de una cosa sencilla porque no puedo hablar sobre cosas complicadas. Es muy difícil para mí. Y, por ejemplo, quiero contar sobre la familia. Quiero mi familia, amo mi familia. Y mi familia no es muy grande. Mi familia hay cinco personas en mi familia. Yo, mi madre, mi padre, o mis padres, mis papás. Para mí era muy, muy extraño, muy raro escuchar esta palabra, mis papás o mis padres, porque para mí, papá o padre es una palabra masculina, una palabra masculina, no femenina, no de los dos, ¿sí? Y para esta razón, sí, suena, es muy difícil, muy raro para mí, mis papás, porque no son mis papás, son mi padre y mi madre. Ok, es claro. Luego hay mi hermano y la mujer de mi hermano. Sí, su esposa. Sí. Y tengo un novio también, pero no es mi esposo, no es mi marido, es mi novio. Y hoy voy a preparar una pizza porque quiero hacer algo bonito para mi novio hoy. No sé por qué. Probablemente porque trabaja mucho y hoy es el último día de trabajo y quiero hacer algo lindo, algo bonito para él y voy a preparar una pizza. No sé cómo cocinar, no sé cómo cocinar bien. Y voy a preparar una pizza para segundo voz, para segunda, no sé cómo decirlo. No primero, no primero vez, pero segunda vez de mí preparar cuando yo voy a prepare una pizza. Okay, that was super hard for some reason, and to be honest, I wish I had prepared a bit more, like beforehand. I did look up some words before recording this, but to be honest, yeah, it was so challenging for some reason. I don't know why. But it's only another proof that I need, like another piece of proof that I need more practice. And yeah, I'm going there. I'm trying to achieve this goal. So see you next time. Not sure I'm gonna talk in Spanish next time, like from the get-go in the next video, but hopefully one day I will actually do this. See you in the next one.